Tis I, Super Tendo Boy, and welcome to a very special concept video. I've been working on this contraption for quite a while, and it's sort of a combination of a lot of different contraptions that I've seen from other YouTubers, and some stuff that I've done myself. Now, as you can see, we have a lovely little gray sort of looking crafting table here, which, as you can see in my hotbar here, has the same texture as a normal crafting table on the sides, but on the top it's got little cobblestone plates here instead of like the normal texture. And if you couldn't tell by the title, this is an uncrafting table, and it does some pretty cool stuff. It does more than what you think. But I'll just show you sort of the basics of it first. I can just go ahead and put an iron sword in here, and then just take the iron axe, and then I can just bang it on the top, and then when we open it up, we have a stick and 2 iron ingots in the fashion that you would craft an iron sword. So that's really cool. And then we can go ahead and just put a little iron pickaxe in here, and then once again we can just hit on it, and as you can see, we have the pickaxe crafting sort of pattern there, but that's just sort of the basic idea. The really cool stuff that this thing can do is, like, we'll take an oak door. Now, if you guys know, in 1.8, when you make a door with 6 planks, it actually gives you 3 oak doors. So what will happen when I just put in 1 oak door? Well, let's just smack on it a little bit. And what we get here is we get 2 oak wood planks, and we get 4 negative oak wood planks. Now, these are kind of a special item sort of form that a lot of people don't know about, which I'm not quite sure when they added them. I'm pretty sure it's 1.8. I'll show you how to get them later, but what happens with these planks is they take up an inventory slot, but when you combine them, it just makes another 0. And with these, you can't place them. They're just sort of there, and they just disappear when you right click. So you get the crafting recipe that you'd normally get crafting an oak door, as you can see, but you only get a third of it. But what I would mainly use this for, because I'm hoping to make this survival implementable, is if I want to know how to craft something, but I'm not sure, but I have one of that item, like a piston. I always forget its crafting recipe. Just put a piston in there, go ahead and smack on it a little bit with my iron axe, open it up, and there we go. We have the recipe for a piston. So yeah, guys, I am super excited about this. It's so cool, and I combined so many things with it. Now, as you've probably seen throughout the video, there's the little wither skull, just sort of rendering real quick here and there. And I could hide that inside the block, but I kind of wanted to put that there just for demonstration, so you could see that it was actually there. So over here's the whole contraption, and I'm going to show you the contraption a little later in the video. But first off, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what is going on visually. So, obviously, you saw the little wither skull right there. And then we have a squid on top that's constantly taking damage. And then we have 9 armor stands. Now, you can probably guess what those 9 armor stands are doing. If we come down here, as you can see, we got 9 command blocks here. And so these 9 command blocks could be anywhere in the world, but I just put them here just because it's handy. But as you can see, these little pellets on the top, these little outdentations, I'm not sure what to call them. But anyway, what they are is they're actually, just as I showed you, armor stands holding, not player heads, but they are actually holding They are holding cobblestone walls. And as you can see, when I hold it on my hand, the top of the cobblestone wall sticks out a little bit from the rest when it's in item form. So we just have that part sticking out there. The sides are just a really old trick that's been in Minecraft for quite a while, but you can use MCEdit and external programs to create maps that have custom textures or images on them, and I decided I'd just make like a gray sort of crafting table since that went along with the top here. And it turned out really well. And of course you can use armor stands. You can use these if you wanted to like cover up the birch edges. But yeah, that's really cool. If you look up different MCEdit filters, that's what I use just to do that. But that's really helpful for making like custom textures. And all these are doing, just as I was kind of explaining, summoning armor stands at very specific locations. I'll put some of these down there in the description probably. And then they have equipment, cobblestone wall in their hand, and then they're invisible. They have show arms on, which wouldn't really matter anyway. And then for pose, we have right arm at -14x, 45y, and 0z. They have no gravity, and they have the custom name Uncrafting space, which they don't really need to have. It's helpful when you have messy redstone to name a lot of your stuff. And then just all down the line, we have each one of these has its own command block. So that's cool. So that's what makes this thing look so awesome here. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of contraptions like this, where it's like some sort of custom machine using custom textures and armor stand stuff. But yeah, that's really cool. But onto the redstone. Now, the redstone, actually, a YouTuber by the name of Dragnaws actually did a video called Custom Crafting in Vanilla Minecraft. He actually has multiple versions of that contraption. And this is pretty much what my contraption does, with a few variations. With his, what happened was you had a dropper, and then what you did was you go ahead and you'd like put in the crafting recipe. It'd kick you out of the dropper instantly, and then when you opened it up, it would have a pickaxe inside or whatever. See, mine works the opposite way, obviously. You put in the pickaxe and it uncrafts it. Also, I didn't like the idea of it kicking you out and then just having the item in there, so I added the feature where once you're done, you can take an iron axe and just hit on the top a few times, which is really cool. I suppose if you wanted to, you could add a little sound effect to that, so it sounds like you're banging on it. But yeah, I thought it does just make sense that when you smash an iron axe against it, it sort of breaks it up. I don't know, I think it's really cool. You could probably add any little thing, like maybe you throw a potion on top to confirm it or whatever. But all four of these are different recipes. We have the oak door to sort of a third of an oak wood recipe. Then we have the pickaxe, and then we have the piston and the sword. Now, if you wanted to, you could just make this fill clock right here extend on and do every single item in the game that's craftable. And that would be fine. But I did not go that far just because I wanted to demonstrate these. I sort of lost my train of thought there, but what I was gonna tell you guys is how you can get these negative blocks here. All you need to do is, if you just open up, let's see right here, if you just take a armor stand that's holding something, just make it hold whatever item you want to be negative, and then you just go ahead and spawn it holding that item. And then what you want to do is you want to middle click on the item that it's holding. Well, let's see if I can do it. No, there's too many armor stands here, so I'm gonna have to kill some of these. So we just go kill at E, type equals armor stand, and then we'll go R equals 2. So if we just do that again here, as you can see, oh, I clicked the wrong one, but as you can see, I just gave myself cobblestone wall. Oh man, I think I did it again. Let's see. Nope, I gave myself the armor stand that time, but I can just kind of show you guys right here. When you middle click, nope, because then I grab the squid right there. But pretty much what you want to do, I'm sorry, this is a mess, but it's pretty simple. When you spawn in an item using a command block, and then use middle click, technically the item doesn't exist anywhere, so it doesn't know what to do, so it just gives you a negative version of the item, which is what I did here. And you could do that for, like, let's see, with rails, it gives you 16 rails, so maybe you could, I don't know how you'd make it give you the 16th of it, but you can kind of see what I did here with the oak wood doors. But yeah, so that's how that works, and the rest of it you can probably figure out just by watching Dragnoz's video in Custom Crafting V4, which I will leave a link to in the description. One last thing, how I did the Iron Axe ability. All that's happening here is if we just go to scoreboard, objectives, list, then we have one objective, use Iron Axe, and so that's an objective that pretty much just increments by 1 every time we use an Iron Axe. Obviously, most of the commands will be in the description. There's a lot of them in this one though. And every time I get one of those, after 5 ticks here, it sets my Iron Axe score to 4. So if we go ahead and we just put a command block on top of here that says test, then what happens is every single time I hit a mob or break a block with this Iron Axe, a few seconds later, hold on, I messed this up, it'll say test. So let's see if we can do that again here. Come back here. So as you can see, it says test every time you use the item, and then it sets it back to 0. And see, there's the squid right here, and every time I hit the squid, which pretty much is just an invisible, no AI squid with resistance for forever, and so every time I hit the squid, it gives me a score of 1 for just a few seconds. And so what we're doing here is, just like in the video in the description, we're just testing for that block. We're seeing if that block matches up to this block, and then the different thing here is we're running another test for, after this one activates, it activates a little clock here that goes round and round, and then what it's doing is it's testing for players with Iron Axe in a 2-block radius of the Wither Skull. Now, it's crucial that the Wither Skull and the squid are there, because the Wither Skull can't be moved, but it also can't be hit. Well, on the other hand, the squid can be hit, but it can be moved. So you just need to make sure the squid is being constantly teleported to the Wither Skull. And then we're testing for Iron Axe with a 2-block radius within it, and if it detects that, so pretty much any player within a 2-block radius of the Uncrafting table who just used their Iron Axe, so technically I could just go hit a bat over here, and as long as I was within 2 blocks, it would function. But it just makes more sense to hit the actual table or the squid, because a lot of times there won't be something to hit or to break nearby. Come back here. Okay. So that's pretty much how that works, just copied over 4 times. And you can add play sound commands here and there. Obviously I just have a little fill clock going here. But yeah, guys, this actually took me quite a while. So please share this video with your friends if they're interested in this kind of thing. Feel free to use any of the stuff you saw in this video. You don't need to give me credit. It's just, you know, basic redstone knowledge kind of here. And you can copy mine and obviously make it better, because as you can see, there's plenty of little quirks and glitches in it. So feel free to do that. And I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully learned something from it. But yeah. Also, thank you guys for 91 subscribers. I have something special planned for 100 subscribers, cause I'm just blown away that you guys like my videos so much and that there's so many of you now. But yeah, I just really appreciate it. Can't wait to hit that landmark. But yeah, keep up the support, and I think that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching.